And welcome everyone to Oswald Field on the campus of Heston College. Rusty Witcher, I'm going to let Jacob Baker maybe say a few words as he's up here standing here. How you doing, Jacob?
I'm great. How are you?
Doing well. Larks falling 6-3 in that first game, and we've got some changes here across the board as Quinn Gettle coming to pitch for the Larks. Easton Barrier behind the dish after Kunske was tossed. And from my understanding, Kunske debated a ball and a strike after a ball and strike warning had been issued, and that's an automatic ejection. So that's why Kunske is sitting this game, and after you've been ejected, you have to sit the next one automatically. I don't know how that works in basketball. So
yeah, me either. I'm a retired athlete. So
you're a retired athlete now.
I'm a retired athlete.
Okay. I was going to ask you.
Loving retirement right now.
Okay. What are you going to do next year? Have you decided?
Have a few offers.
Okay.
Gonna see where that goes, but I am pre-med, so.
Okay. Cool.
It is kind of getting tough.
Good for you. Understandable.
Yeah. So we'll see how it goes.
Ben McNaughton to lead things off here for Tonkawa as Caden in left, Halen in center, and Tate over there in right. Peyton moves to third. Sean goes to short, and Robert over there at second base. Coy at first. And Quinn Gettle on the mound. The first pitch from Quinn is a ball. Misses inside, one ball. McNaughton had himself a busy day at the dish. Double, two singles, hit by a pitch, flew out, caught stealing, was picked off. He was all over the base paths, and that one comes inside. And our count, 2 balls, no strikes. I have no idea where Lorena ran to.
Do you want me to pop on over there?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
I got you.
Okay, all right. 2 balls, no strikes here. Thank you, Jacob, for doing a little bit of everything. All right. Kind of have to do a lot up here in the press box. The 2-0. There is a strike at the knees, and our count moves 2 balls, 1 strike.
Beautiful day, Rusty.
Yeah, it's absolutely gorgeous. I mean, if I wasn't here, I'd probably be on the golf course. Or
sunbathing?
No.
Gotta get your tan in, Rusty.
I will. Don't worry about that. It'll come. A lot of golf to play this summer.
That's true.
A lot of fishing to do on the boat. You know.
Never been fishing.
What's wrong with you?
Something I gotta do.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
2 balls, 2 strikes. The count as Quinn finds the strike zone.
There's Lorena.
And that one misses high. Easton Barrier behind the dish, and the count full, 3 balls, 2 strikes to McNaughton. Quinn's stats on the year. Now you can sit down, relax. You got this.
All right.
Quinn has an ERA of 13.50.
That's pretty good.
The payoff pitch. Swing and a miss, and then Quinn strikes out McNaughton, and there's 1 away. Brian Burgos, the shortstop, coming to bat here for NOC Tonkawa. Hey, if you're a fan of the Larks, fan of the Mavericks, we'd love to hear from you. Drop us a text, 620-217-1465. Quinn deals. That one fouled back to the Campus Activity Center, to the roof, and the count 1-0-1.
Isn't this team ranked number 2 in the nation?
Number 4.
Number 4.
Very solid. They come from a very tough region down there in Oklahoma.
Yeah. Enid's down there.
Enid.
Have a friend playing basketball there.
As that one misses inside, and our count 1 ball, 1 strike. NOC Enid, NOC Tonkawa, Western Oklahoma State. It's a brutal region. Region 2, I believe. Memory serves. Big curve for Quinn, over for a strike, and our count 1-2.
They do talk a lot. You can hear them.
They are very vocal. The 1-2 on the way.
Very confident.
That's a little flare hanging up. Sean calling for it at short, and he'll make the play, and they're 2 outs. In the early going here in the first for Sean Klein. Klein hit a home run in the first game. As Klein stepping in. Jacob's starting to learn how to stat this game.
I feel like I'm the greatest at it.
First pitch to Klein stays low, 1 ball.
Just like I am in everything else. Right, Rusty?
You're...
Except for defense. We don't play that.
I'm glad you said it. 1 ball, no strikes. And there's a pitch at the knees for a strike from Quinn. So Quinn looking pretty solid in his first 3 batters. Count 1 ball, 1 strike.
Yeah, Dustin knew when he recruited me. He did. He knew what my potential was.
Pitch stays inside and our count 2-1.
This is interesting, though. I did not like baseball before I started doing this.
Really?
And now I'm enjoying it.
It's a fun game.
I really did not like baseball.
The 2-1. That's hammered foul and into the Lark bullpen, and the count moves 2 balls, 2 strikes.
But yeah.
Okay.
Really didn't like it. Softball was interesting. Never even watched the softball game. First
it's
softball game was yesterday.
It's a little quicker pace sometimes.
Quicker pace.
Mm-hmm.
I was
the 2-2 on the way from Quinn. Misses low on our count. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
very confused on why the girls were standing on the base. I was like, why aren't you leading off?
They can't.
Realize that.
Right,
in
right.
the 6th inning of the first game.
Okay. Took you a little bit before.
Yeah.
You'd think that maybe some of those.
I was like, what are you doing?
The payoff pitch on the ground. Peyton from behind deep in the bag. Throw across the diamond. Not in time. And Klein has an infield single. That was deep in the behind third. Peyton just couldn't come up with it. Yet you would have thought that the statistician Lexi Avalos and Ashley Azen, who both played college
Funny
softball,
girls, by the way.
would have maybe include you into that, helping you.
Yeah. We're busy talking about
Stuff.
some other things that are just not important.
Stuff.
Funny
Klein
girls,
steps in. Chopper on the ground. This time Peyton plays it off the hop. Throw across the diamond easy. And the Larks force Tonka a stranded runner. Bottom of the order, the top of the Lark order coming up after this. We'll be back right here on the Lark Network.
It's crazy to see how far I've been able to come in just a little under 2 years. Years 3 and 4, we're going to have some upper level aviation classes that are going to be really interesting. We're going to be able to instruct for the college, which will be awesome. We'll get to help along some of the younger students.
It's just exciting to kind of reach that process where you've put so much work into it and you have all these people rallying beside you, as well as instructors, as well as friends and family. And so when you accomplish that, it's an indication of kind of how much you've learned and kind of where you're headed. Right now is a really good time to get into the industry, and so I'm excited to kind of see how much it'll grow and what can come from that.
And welcome back here to Oswald Field on the campus of Hesston College. Jacob, I was telling Lexi in game 1, I'll tell you too, these are the type of games when I was a student here at Hesston College, we'd set that grill up on top of the third base dugout and fire that up and grill entire day. Everything from hamburgers to hot dogs to barbecued sausage, going as high as shish kebabs one time we grilled up there. So we tried to do it right.
We should do that. Try to get, we probably could.
Oh,
I don't know who has a grill.
Charcoal grill? You don't have to. I bet you could borrow the grill that's been floating down by here that Brian Kerr has. Maybe, I don't know.
Oh.
Take that up there, fire that grill
Get a
up.
little community night going.
There you go.
Oh, that's a great idea, Rusty.
Make it happen.
This is why they pay you the big bucks.
Sure, exactly, exactly. Hey, Robert Salcedo to lead things off with Coy Kuhn following as Sean Maple will bat third, Peyton Neiman fourth, with Natty in the DH role at fifth, Tate in the sixth hole, Caden Bartlett batting seventh, as this pitcher is A.J. Moore, and this is his fifth appearance on the season. 4 games started, 2-0 on the season, 9 1/3 innings pitched, 11 hits, 8 runs, 5 of which were earned, 9 walks, 3 strikeouts, and a 4.82 ERA. And Moore to start this off. And the first pitch, swing and miss by Robert. Moore gets his sign. And deals and misses downstairs with a curve, and the count 1 ball, 1 strike.
Surprised no one's gotten hit yet.
We had one early on in
They
the
did?
first game, yeah.
I heard he throws like 90.
That
the
I don't
lowest
know.
is like 89 on this team. I don't know. It's a word around campus.
Okay.
I don't know if that's true though. But not gonna lie, watching the first game, they were throwing some heaters.
There was some pop in those gloves, were there not?
Yeah. Then in the last inning, it started popping off.
Things happened.
Got a double in the right field.
The 2-1 delivery from Moore. Roberts shoots one out to right field, but it'll hang up there for Bartovsky, and he makes a
Athletic play, nice.
play on the ball. There's one away.
I love these songs.
I am not a fan of walk-up songs. They are the bane of my existence almost.
Could have been more creative, but this one's creative, especially for Coy.
So Coy digging in.
Hey, come on, Reese. Come on, hop on a.
No.
Okay.
No, that's if I had a third good headset, yeah, we'd get Reese up here as Coy takes a pitch inside, 1 ball. Reese Nebel, former Heston Swather.
Former Heston Lark, too.
Well, still currently at Heston Lark. I pitched downstairs in the dirt, 2 balls, no strikes. Jacob, you went to, I believe, Trinity, is that correct?
Trinity Academy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's a good school. It's a great school.
The 2-0 on the way. And that is on the ground to the second baseman, Shank.
A little chipper.
And he'll toss it over. And there are 2 outs here in the first. Sean coming to bat. Sean gets the start up the middle as short this game as Robert moves to second. And being serenaded by the smooth baritone of Jacob Baker.
It is a baritone. No alto.
Sean with a healthy swing, misses. Our count 0-1
So there's only one coach for the baseball team this year?
right now. Yes, just Tim.
Oh, they missed Glom, huh?
They do miss Chase Colom.
I miss Chase.
The count 0-1. And that one stays high and away, and our count evens up at 1 ball, 1 strike. Our basketball season came to a close Friday night at the hands of Highland.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. Men's basketball, women lost to KCK. The 1-1 as Sean, little floater out there. That could drop in for a base hit. The little bloop dies right, and Sean is aboard with a single. Peyton Neiman digging in. Peyton has moved over to third base.
P. Neem. Yeah. Highland shouldn't have beat us, to be honest. We were shorthanded, though.
Very short-handed without Langston.
No Lank. Not another playmaker just down.
Yeah.
So it's kind
Talked to Langston. He's back on campus. Says he thinks he'll have the stitches out here. He had a gruesome Achilles injury, and he told me I could say that, so we could say that.
It was hard to watch. Not gonna lie.
And that one misses, or at the knees for a strike to Peyton. Yeah, Langston came out of the training room and said, it's gone. His Achilles tendon said it was gone and snapped.
I thought it was his arm at first. Athletic trainer was holding his arm.
I think
was like,
hold on, he was in so much pain.
I know, he was hitting the ground, screaming.
That's a tapper, and that will roll foul here on the left side, and our count evens up, or moves to no balls, 2 strikes. Yeah, that was just brutal. Lang said he'll be on a walking boot for quite a while. A wedged walking boot to keep his tension off the
Achilles.
Yeah. That went down the stairs as Sean takes second on the pass ball. So runner in scoring position for Peyton. And our count 1-2. Fan of Larks, fan of the Mavericks, go ahead and shoot us a text on a gorgeous day for baseball as Moore's stepping off. Wants to talk things over real quick. So, Jacob, being from Wichita now, since you're becoming a fan of baseball, you're going to try and get to Wind Surge games?
Oh, funny you say that. One of my good friends, Ken Miller, is a influencer for them.
Okay.
So I think that's pretty cool. And Elia Funchell from Wichita State.
Okay.
Yeah. So I don't know. Maybe try to catch some games with my brother. I'm sure he'll be reporting up there. You know.
All right.
But we'll see. When do they start?
I don't know. I think the target's
Do they
April.
start? Oh, okay.
The 1-2 coming up.
I don't even know who their affiliate is. Do you know, by chance?
I thought I did. Now I'm.
It's not the Royals, is it?
I think it's the Rockies.
It's the Rockies.
Is it the Rockies? Does that sound right? It might be. I think it's the Rockies AAA. I think you had 2 balls and 2 strikes. I'm not sure.
But yeah, I used to go to the Wingnut games. Those were fun.
Mm-hmm.
Back when I was a little kid, little Jake Bake.
Timeout called by Peyton. I think counts even 2 balls, 2 strikes. Softball team practicing. Looks like there's a little action on the soccer field, too. And the 2-2 coming up from Moore. That one comes in, but it's going to hit Peyton. And Peyton will take first base. And here, I knew Ryan Bay was going to come out and talk and say that hit the knob of the bat.
A lot of arguing going on this game. And last.
There is, and I wasn't sure if it did sound like it hit the knob. If it hits the knob, it's a foul ball. And so Bay coming out to plead his case.
You don't even like this song?
I'm not a fan of these songs.
What would you rather have? Some country?
No, not necessarily. Not necessarily.
Some hey, batter, batter?
No, not even chatter, huh?
Take me out to the ball game?
Well, now we're talking. So Peyton hit. He's aboard. Maybe more classic rock.
Oh, like Sweet Child of Mine?
There you go.
Oh, that would be perfect.
There you go.
I love me some classic rock.
Natty stepping in with 2 on and 2 out here in the first. And Natty rips a shot, but it's right at Bailey. Natty hit that right on the screws, but Bailey didn't have to move very much. Lark strand a pair. We have played an inning, no score here from Oswald Field. We'll be back after this here on the Lark Network.
I've definitely grown as a person to be more confident, and working with my professors, they really want to have a good relationship with you.
I think what makes a good student is someone who is curious, someone who is genuine, really commits to wanting to learn things that will help them in their life and connect the dots between faith and learning. I think those are qualities that make a student that's exciting to work with for me as a professor, and really gives life into what I enjoy doing.
If someone's going to have a relationship with you and then be mentored or discipled by you, they need to feel like they belong and they fit and that you value them as a person.
This year I'm more prepared to help other freshmen and to bring them under my wing. And just helping around campus, learning about the new activities and being able to share that with so many other people.
And welcome back here to Oswald Field. We're heading to the top of the second. No score here from the historic ballpark, built in 1996. It opened that spring for the first season of play for the Larks.
That's before I was born.
Yeah, I know. I know it is. That was my freshman year here at Heston College.
Oh, that's why you had to grow out.
So
You had to start it off right.
yeah.
Did you do it the second year?
What's that?
The grill out?
Oh no, we started that my freshman year. We did both. We did both. We grilled.
I wonder where it stopped.
Grilled and hammered. It
'Cause
went
I
on
know
a
we
few.
didn't do it last year.
It went on a few years after that. There wasn't a press box up when this was originally built, so
Right.
they didn't even play music until they hauled a speaker up and sat on top, and someone played CDs. So that's how old we are.
I don't even know what a CD is.
This is the top of the second. Catcher Hayden Priest coming to bat for the Mavs. And Quinn working from the windup and finds the top of the zone for a strike. curve comes inside and hits Priest.
Right in the middle of the back.
And Priest will head down to first. Obviously, no malicious intent. It was a curveball that stayed too far inside.
It's always my fear.
Being hit?
Yeah. I cried the first time I got hit.
Is
Back
that
in 6th grade.
okay?
You know, that was last week.
Sam Shank, the second baseman, steps in. Shanks shows bunt. Peyton on the charge. Gloves it. He'll only play to Coy at first. And Sean slides over to cover just in case Priest thought about heading. So Shank lays down the sacrifice bunt.
Is that SB?
That's stolen base.
Yeah. Is there a
Oh, it's right here. Hash.
Okay.
Bunt laid down, one away. Bryant Bailey, left fielder, who took away the line drive that Natty smoked out to him, takes a pitch down in the dirt, 1 ball. The 1-0 on the way here from Quinn. Swing and a miss from Bailey, and the count evens up at 1 ball, 1 strike. Oh, it's the Marlins, not the Rockies. The Marlins is who the Wind Surge is affiliated with. Thank you, Michael Smalley.
What's up, Mikey?
And the 1-1 coming up. There's a fly ball hit out to left field. Going back is Caden, and that will be out of here. And Bryant Bailey hits one out. A 2-run home run.
Yep. That was out of here.
On the high fly.
Love this camaraderie they got out here.
Everyone comes out and 2 runs up here against Quinn. As Garrett Crone, the designated hitter, coming into play. Or coming into hit.
Big boy.
And he'll take a pitch at the knees for a strike.
So you know how people can guess pitches?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't even know that was I don't know what pitch that was. That's one thing I gotta learn.
Okay. That
Stone
pitch
kinda
tails inside.
Sidearmish?
Little bit of a
Outside.
3/4 slot delivery, not quite over the top, not quite sidearm, more of a 3/4 arm slot delivery for Quinn. And the 1-1 coming up here as Quinn working from the windup. That one fouled back and to the fence, over the fence into the campus activity center. Count rides 1 ball, 2 strikes. Ooh, Quinn takes something off with a breaking ball, maybe a changeup. Off speed worked for the strikeout. And there are 2 away.
Caught him reaching.
Holden Bartowski coming to bat. And Quinn misses with a fastball away, 1 ball.
I think I'm burning up here.
Feels good.
You like it?
Yeah, it feels good to be
You
outside
gotta
like
get
this.
Gotta get the forearms out there.
Okay.
Let the whiteness go away.
Need a progressive sign. Maybe you can swing that around. There's a fly ball right side. Tate circles underneath it, comes under the lazy can of corn, and he'll make the play. Damage done on the 2-run bomb by Bryant Bailey. We've played an inning and a half. Tonkawa up 2-0. We'll be back after this here on the Lark Network.
It's crazy to see how far I've been able to come in just a little under 2 years. Years 3 and 4, we're going to have some upper level aviation classes that are going to be really interesting. We're going to be able to instruct for the college, which will be awesome. We'll get to help along some of the younger students.
It's just exciting to kind of reach that process where you've put so much work into it and you have all these people rallying beside you, as well as instructors, as well as friends and family. And so when you accomplish that, it's an indication of kind of how much you've learned and kind of where you're headed. Right now is a really good time to get into the industry, and so I'm excited to kind of see how much it'll grow and what can come from that.
And welcome back here to Oswald Field as we're in the bottom of the second. Larks trailing 2-0 after the 2-run home run. And hey, whether you're a fan of a math, fan of the Larks, we'd love to hear from you. Jacob will give you life advice. May not be the best life advice, but he'll give it to you.
It'll be pretty good.
Not shy to share his opinion in the 2 years I've known him now. As Tate Winfield digs in, Caitlin Bartlett on deck and Easton Barrier.
We should talk about some life choices.
And the pitch from Moore missing downstairs.
Marcus, what's a good life question?
Marcus will run away if the microphone is on. We've established
Give me a good
that.
life question, Marcus. And we'll
the
talk.
1-0 coming up here from Moore. That one stays high, and the count 2 balls, no strikes.
What's up, Marcus?
Marcus Hill, one of the basketball players, now lurking around the press box.
You are wearing a long sleeve black shirt outside.
There's a chopper on the ground at Moore. Moore fields it and tosses over. Tate retired. And Tate trying to basically protect himself with that swing. Chopped and kind of stumbled. Now to bring up Caden Bartlett. Caden laid a perfect bunt down for a single that went past a charging Shank as he showed bunt and pushed it over Shank's head. And Moore working here quickly from the stretch with a big curve.
This might be the first year I've came to baseball games. Last year I think I came to one.
I can't help you with those problems.
It's just a bad problem I had.
Now you know what you've been missing out for a year.
I know.
The 1-0. Caden chops it foul right side. Long run for the fielders over there, and it will drop foul.
Yeah, they're not that conditioned. All right.
That's a long run on a foul ball when you're moving your body different ways. And Caden now has the count even up, 1 ball, 1 strike.
We should talk about the new basketball coach.
Has they hired one?
Haven't yet.
Okay. Well, then we'll talk about that one.
In.
Did you? Yeah.
2 years at Hessen College.
Yeah, that qualifies
Two-time
you.
KJ, the CC player.
The 1-1 coming up.
Kidding, I'm not that cocky, guys. Actually.
Yeah, actually you are. Yeah, actually you are. Let's come on. Don't
I'll
kid
be
yourself.
truthful on air.
Count 2 balls, 1 strike.
It's kind of fun, Rusty. I get why you like this.
That one, swing and a miss from Caden. Our count evens up 2 balls, 2 strikes. Okay, so I got a text here, Jacob, that Quinn has adjusted his release point. He was a full sidearmer. He's given up the sidearm, so it's more of a 3/4 arm delivery. So I'm getting a text in. And the 2-2, as Caden chops it foul, it might stay in play. Long run for Blackshaw over there, and that will drop in front of the tarp. Ooh, but that could almost be painful. I've seen that happen when
they just ran into each other.
When fielders run in, that's dangerous. Yes. In fact, even I saw friends of mine playing slow pitch years ago did that, and one of them tore an ACL.
Oh, that's when you need to retire.
Yeah.
You tear an ACL in slow pitch.
No, it's very possible. The count's 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Yes, I don't know the benefits of changing the sidearm to the 3/4, but I feel like it's better. I don't know, more velocity, I'm guessing.
Chop foul, and Caden stays alive.
It's harder to read sidearms.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like you'd get more downward motion, right?
It's not. It's a different point of coming into you from a sidearm. That one
He definitely reached
foul
in.
ball, and it hits.
Yeah, he
Oh
definitely
no! They
reached
said he leaned into it and hit it off the kneel, and it strike out. Even though it came off what it looked like the
elbow pad. Right?
I thought it hit the knob of the bat. Said he leaned into a strike zone, and the rule in college baseball, if you lean into the pitch, it's where it hits you. It's either a ball or strike. He said it was in the strike zone for strike 3. So there are 2 outs.
That's interesting. Thought it was just automatic out.
And that one missing upstairs to Easton Barrier, the catcher. Moore misses downstairs, trying to work quickly, and he's quickly behind to Easton. 2 balls, no strikes.
Oh, Mikey Smalley texted me.
Uh-oh.
You have no good advice. This is a bad segment.
2 balls, no strikes, and there's a strike on the outside corner. And that's probably why no one has texted in asking life
It's okay.
questions.
I just ran on about life lessons, you know?
2 balls, no strikes coming up to Easton Barrier.
Sometimes life won't go your way.
That's very true. And they count 3 balls and 1 strike to Easton.
Yeah, that's about all I got. 19 years. Work ethic. You got to work hard, Rusty. I knew that one.
There you go. That one comes
Oh, wow.
inside and catches the corner for a strike, and we're full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Our count is full, 3-2. Right, big curve inside that stays inside, and Eastern draws a walk. He's aboard. Larks with their second base runner with 2 outs.
Michael, send in a question, a life question, and I'll give you my advice on it.
Got a text here from the 402, that's Nebraska, saying Quinn worked on his velo this summer and feels like he can get more over the top, so that's why he's changed his delivery point. I can understand that.
Yeah, that does make a lot of sense.
Halen David steps up, and Halen takes a pitch low for a ball. 2 away, bottom of the second. Mavericks on top.
Yeah, going through a bad breakup? Text in.
That one inside. And our count 2 balls, no strikes.
I give good advice, Lorena.
Are you the campus sage? Is that what you're saying?
Sage.
Yeah,
I don't
sage
know what
advice.
that means.
Sage advice. Wise beyond your years.
Definitely a wise guy.
Wise guy is
Don't
right.
know
Not,
if anyone
not
else will say
smart.
it.
I'm just a wise guy.
Don't know if anyone else will back me up, but I will back myself up.
Of course you will. We know.
You know,
Jacob Baker's biggest fan is indeed Jacob Baker.
Definitely
three,
is.
3 balls and no strikes.
favorite basketball player? Oh, Jacob Baker.
Yeah.
Favorite person? Yeah, me.
Uh-huh.
Could have guessed that one.
Payoff pitch, or excuse me, the pitch
3-0
3-0 pitch in there for a strike. And Halen has the count move 3 balls, 1 strike.
It's good to have confidence, though, Rusty.
That's right.
But you gotta determine between cocky and confidence. And I think
You blurred that long years ago, didn't you? The 3-1 coming up as
I might be on the cocky side a little bit.
at least, hey, you said it. I'm just letting you roll with it. As Halen has a count now full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Big payoff pitch coming up here for more. Ball 4 missing downstairs. Back-to-back walks issued by Moore, and that brings up top of the order. Robert coming to bat with 2. 2 on 2 outs here.
Michael just texted me. I don't know what a sage means. He's making fun of me. I'm not from 1960. All right, Michael?
Wow. Really? Really? You're going to do that to me now? Wow. Okay.
So, a friend just texted me. She's got $50 to spend on Amazon. You know?
Uh-huh.
I said, I don't know. She asked me what she should spend it on. And I was like, I don't know.
That's
you have any ideas?
$50. Well, there's all kinds of things you can get on Amazon.
I know.
I think she should buy you a grill for the top of the dugout so you can
That might be a
grill.
good idea.
How about that? How's that for your
I think
advice?
Lauren will do that.
The count 0-1 here to Robert as he took the strike, more deals. And Robert on the ground at the shortstop. Throw across and scooped up by Blackshaw over there at first. Robert grounding out, Lark strand a pair. We'll take a break, be back after this here on the Lark Network.
It's crazy to see how far I've been able to come in just a little under 2 years. Years 3 and 4. We're going to have some upper level aviation classes that are going to be really interesting. We're going to be able to instruct for the college, which will be awesome. We'll get to help along some of the younger students.
It's just exciting to kind of reach that process where you've put so much work into it and you have all these people rallying beside you, as well as instructors, as well as friends and family. And so when you accomplish that, it's an indication of kind of how much you've learned and kind of where you're headed. Right now is a really good time to get into the industry, and so I'm excited to kind of see how much it'll grow and what can come from that.
And welcome back here to Oswald Field here on the campus of Hesston College. As we're in the top of the third, and Quinn coming to work in his third inning. So Natty finally has a mask and can be out there catching for Quinn, as Easton was quickly on he was on the bases, so he has to get dressed quickly. College baseball really needs to do a courtesy runner for the catcher, or pitcher for that matter.
What does that mean?
So you can bring in a runner to run for the catcher who can run and just save the catcher so they can go get dressed and get their gear back on. As a quick exodus, looks like all your teammates are heading out.
What else better do they got to do?
Supper? Well, maybe not. A little early.
Yeah.
So Coy to come, or this is the top. I'm going to flip my scorebook over. This is McNaughton to lead this off, top of the order here in our top of the third. You want to reach over and stop the music?
Yeah, which one is it?
I don't know. It's the phone.
Lorena, where's the phone?
And McNaughton digging in.
Oh, I really did click it. My bad.
As we're in the top of the third, and Quinn misses inside 1 ball. We'll have to get Marcus up here. He talked a big game during basketball, and as soon as I act like I was turning on that mic, he ran away.
He's scared. He's definitely a scared guy.
There's a curve that stays a little bit too far inside.
Big talker.
Starting to learn, though, what it means to rebound at this level.
It's a battle.
Only count 2 balls, no strikes. I said started to learn what it takes to rebound.
Not that you did learn.
Big curve that stays too far inside. Quinn, 3 straight curves that have missed inside. And the count 3 balls, no strikes.
What?
Marcus has the potential to be a double-double machine. That one misses inside. Our count has a walk. I don't know why I'm giving him credit.
No, Marcus is a softy. Just leave him practice. Oh, don't go too hard. Yeah, okay. He's scared.
And McNaughton on aboard. McNaughton is a threat to run, Jacob. He's stolen.
I did see him steal.
He stole a base. He's stolen 20 on the season so far.
He is a quick guy. I think he hit it. I want to say it was a triple last game. And he
swing and a miss, and he's off to the races, and McNaughton has the swipe. And a swing and a miss on the pitch. So 1 strike, the call to Burgos. That one blocked by Easton. Easton can't come up with it. And McNaughton takes third.
That's 2 steals already in 1.
I'm not sure that was a.
That
it might have been. It's close. It could go 3 different ways.
An error on the catcher?
No, it's not an error.
Wild pitch?
It's either a pass ball or I think he was moving right away. I think it probably ends up as being a stolen base, as that's fouled off into the bullpen. I'll write it down as a stolen base in my book. And the count, 1 ball and 2 strikes to Burgos. Run stands 90 feet away. And the pitch. That's on the ground. Slow roller and stays foul. Wind's starting to swirl from the south a little bit now.
Starting to pick up.
It's a gorgeous day. It's supposed to be a little bit windier tomorrow, I think. Larks will be in action this weekend on the road.
Arkansas.
Yeah.
No. Oh,
yes, you got it.
Softball's Texas.
Softball goes to Texas.
All right.
Baseball goes to Arkansas.
Love
There's
Arkansas.
a fly ball hit a ton out to deep left center, and that is out of here. That is over the panel to the left of the 350 sign. And Burgos deposits one into the trees for another 2-run home run. And Burgos picks up 2 ribbies for his trouble. And that brings up Sean Klein.
Now, would you say this field is like average?
It's a little shorter.
A little shorter?
It's shorter in the corners, but if you get
So, like, that was
that's a
probably
legitimate
average,
shot.
legitimate?
No, that's a legitimate
Okay.
shot, yeah. But it's the ones down the line. It's only 275. If you get online and look, it's almost a straight shot from 275 back to 350. And that one fouled back to the fence. I think that can, and we were talking about this weekend, we think that can kind of play into hitters' mentality as they come in and think they're going to hit everything out. If they haven't been here, they're swinging a little bit harder, forcing themselves to pull, and can get themselves in a little bit of trouble. That home run ball by Burgos, though, nothing wrong with it, and that was gone as there's a curve over for a strike to Klein. That was not a cheapie. We'll just say that. That was a legitimate.
I was always wondering that. Just seeing if it was legitimate field length. Everybody's taking advantage of the free food.
There's free food?
Yeah, after second inning.
And they count
the
1 ball
second
and 2
game.
strikes.
All my teammates eating.
Jacob, the longest home run I've ever seen hit here was to the right of the scoreboard on the soccer field.
Really?
That's popped up on the infield. Coy calling for it, and Coy couldn't find it, lost it in the sun, or lost it somehow, and that drops in, and Klein will have himself a 96-foot double. Coy never touched it, lost it. I don't know if he got confused, what happened.
Might have been the sun.
I don't know if it lost it in the sun or if he thought Robert
the sun
had
is
it.
that way.
If it tailed a little bit, but it drops about 95, 96 feet, and Klein never slowed down. He has himself a double. And this brings up Giovanni Blackshaw.
It's a tough break for the Larks.
It was a very tough break for the Larks. And Blackshaw swings through and takes a strike.
Starting to enjoy baseball, Rusty.
I know.
You're making me enjoy it.
Good. The 0-1 coming up here from Quinn. That one misses downstairs. Next thing, you're going to have a favorite major league team, and
Oh, probably. I do like the Royals.
well, as you should.
Biased.
And the 1 ball, 1 strike. They're not my favorite major league team, though. Did you know that?
What's yours? Wait, let me guess.
Okay. Big curve that.
Astros.
Nope. No. I think yeah, 2 balls and 1 strike. No, I don't think you'll be able to guess.
Texans.
Nope.
All right, last one.
Okay.
Padres.
Nope.
All right.
The 2-1 coming up here from Quinn. And that one fly ball right side. Coy going back, trying to cover ground. And this time, McCoy can't come up with it either. I think he was up 2 balls, 2 strikes. No, Jacob, I am an Atlanta Braves fan.
Atlanta Braves. I had a friend that did pitch for them. AAA. But
Did you?
he retired, yeah. He's a firefighter now.
Okay.
What a
So
great guy.
I got a text that Marcus is only ranked 53rd in the nation with rebounds at 8.3. I'll give him a credit for. Actually, I will too. Give him credit for being a rebounder.
Who texted that?
Michael Smalley texted in.
Of course, Mikey did.
There's a fly ball right side. That'll get out of play.
Mikey's probably going to talk next about how he led the nation at like 1 week when he played.
He led the nation in broken doors, that's for sure.
I remember that.
And they count now 2 balls and
Told
2
me that
strikes
story.
to Blackshaw. Quinn working with a runner on and none out, and a nice stop by Easton. He tracks it down.
Full count.
The count is full.
This is always the scariest in positions.
The payoff pitch.
Yeah. I have a funny story about baseball, actually.
Uh-oh. And the payoff pitch coming up from Quinn as he'll work from the stretch. That is on the ground, slow roller. Coy can't come up with it, and no play made over there. Blackshaw aboard after the error. Took an ugly hop as it got to Coy, and now runners at the corners with none out. So what's your story about baseball?
All right, so I think I grounded the third probably, but that's irrelevant.
Okay.
Anyways, I get to first, and it's like I get there easily, and they try to throw it to first. I get there before there, but I turn left.
Oops.
So he tags me. I'm like, why am I out? Started crying because I thought the ump was totally wrong.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, 6th grade me, little emotional guy. Just kidding, I'm not emotional.
Just kidding, you are.
Yeah.
Hayden
so
Priest steps in, and Priest was hit by a pitch in his first at-bat, takes a pitch low and in the dirt. No action in the Lark bullpen yet.
I was really confused.
The 1-0 on the way. Fly ball right side, and that should tail away from play. Well, if we're going to tell embarrassing stories here, I've played
What's yours?
baseball, t-ball, watched my late father, umpire all kinds of games. And in 2nd grade, there was a kickball game going outside the windows, and I was fairly enthralled in it instead of doing work. And there was a play at first base, and I let out a yell that he was out and realized that I was still inside the room as my voice echoed around the room and everyone turned and looked at me, and I had to go sit at my desk for a while. That's on the ground at Peyton. Peyton thinking 2 to Robert, throw not in time. A run does come home, but an out recorded. And it's 5-2. Nothing as Priest aboard on the fielder's choice. Shank led a sacrifice bunt down his first at bat, and Quinn may have overthrown that one just a little bit. That one in downstairs, Easton with a block.
Ooh, embarrassing stories? There was this one guy at Levette. I had to guard him. I was really scared. This was last year.
Uh-huh.
And went out to close out on him, and I really didn't put my hand up. He looks at me. This was the most disrespectful thing that's ever happened to me.
I can't wait for this. Swing and a miss.
Looks at me, and he's like, huh? Like, he's like, what are you doing?
Right.
Just pulls up right in my face. He hit 3 straight threes on me. Very embarrassing. He was really good. Went on to play at UMBC.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that a feather in the cap when you say, yeah, that guy lit me up for 9 quick points on 3 possessions?
That was very embarrassing. Probably the worst moment. Never been dunked on, luckily.
The 1-1 on the way. That one misses downstairs. And a swing.
This was last year. It wasn't me.
Well, I can tell a most disrespectful, embarrassing story. I think I saw a Heston Lark get dunked on here.
Braden?
No.
Or Marcus?
Oh, no, this was even way worse. 2-1, the pitch downstairs in the dirt. And our count.
Are you talking about, like, old?
Old school, my
okay.
sophomore year. Our count 3 balls to end a strike. Matt Jackson, a freshman from Hydra, Oklahoma. Mm-hmm. Trying to guard Eddie Robinson. And Eddie Robinson, a 6'8", 6'9" guard from Brown Mackey. Just happened to play for the, as that misses, when they were the Hornets. and the Bulls of the NBA. Came down the floor as Shank strikes out, and there's 2 outs. Came down the floor, Matt went to take the charge, and Eddie Robinson pretty much just jumped up over him and threw down. And Matt said, all I saw was shorts in my face as it landed, as the dunk went down. So Eddie Robinson did go on and went to play at, I think, the University of Central Oklahoma before an NBA career, which spanned several seasons, and was a starter for the Hornets and the Bulls at numerous times throughout his career. So like I said, he played over here in Yost Center behind us.
That's a success story. JUCO success.
Seen several players who played in the NBA play on that court.
Really?
Mm-hmm. The 1-0 coming up. Darren Kelly went to Brown Mackey, played at Texas.
Brown Mackey was a powerhouse, huh?
Played at Texas, lit K-State up for 33, I believe, one game, then went on to the NBA.
Jeez. You play with KD? Probably not.
No, this is before that.
Okay.
There's a curve in for a strike from Quinn. Oliver Lafayette went to Houston from Mackey and played for the Celtics.
Why did Mackey close down?
I'm not entirely sure, but all the Brown Mackey institutions in that for-profit education system closed down. As Quinn overthrows, that gets behind.
Where was it located?
Salina. And the wild pitch allows Priest to move up. Brown Mackey's baseball team and the Larks had some epic best-of-5 series games to go to the district playoffs, trying to capture a region championship. As that skips down and away, a walk issued. And Bailey aboard. So the 2 on with 2 outs in the third. 3 runs have crossed the plate. Here as Garrett Crone struck out his first at bat. Crone was 0 for 4 in game 1.
0 for 4.
Trying to get himself started today. And that will be a base. Oh, Sean with a throw over. Not in time. But it will be an infield single. I didn't think Sean was going to get to it, but he did. All the runners move up. Sean with a nice stop, a long throw.
Looking like Jeter out there.
And the bases are loaded for Holden Bartowski.
So what's like the average pitch count for a pitcher in a game? Is it just as much as they want?
I don't know if they have a pitch count in. They don't necessarily have one in college. It depends on what they want.
Right.
I'm supposed to ask you if you can lean out the window, take your headphones off, and yell an encouraging voice. Come on, boys, you can do it. And Larks be legends. That's what you're supposed to do. The 1-0, you can't do it with your headphones on. And the count
we'll pass on that
moves
one.
to 2 balls, no strikes. That's from Sean's dad.
Sean Maple?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I love Foff.
Watching down in Australia.
Me and Sean always hang out. Love that guy.
Probably, I would guess it's getting close to 9-ish Australia time tomorrow morning as they count 3 balls, no strikes.
Tomorrow morning?
Yeah, they were up at 5:15 this morning to watch the game.
That is dedication. Great parenting.
Walk issued, free pass, and a RBI walk. And it's 6-0 as Bartowski drives in the run.
Good. Zero though.
What's that?
It'd be 0 though.
1. No,
Oh.
he gets an RBI on the walk.
Okay.
He gets a run batted in on the walk. Mm-hmm. That one comes inside, and McNaughton is hit. And the
Same thing?
yeah,
Okay.
McNaughton gets a ribby for his trouble. And the 7th run coming in as Tim Cole heading out to talk things over with Quinn. 7-0 here in the third. Jacob making his broadcast debut up here. Having fun?
I am having a blast, Rusty. I might have to change my major.
To communications?
Yeah.
I doubt that you will, but I like the enthusiasm.
It is fun, though. You're making it fun.
So this will bring up Brian Burgos. Burgos hit a 2-run bomb last time, and Jacob, the way he's swinging the bat right now, I would not doubt if he has to tie his shoes a little tighter, because I think he's going to come out of them trying to hit this back to Tonkawa.
Well, the base is loaded like this. You better get it in play.
2 away here. Quinn in a bit of a jam. And Burgos takes a pitch low. 1 ball, no strikes. Lark's laboring a bit.
Kind of letting this one get away from him. But also is only the 3rd inning, so.
A lot of baseball left.
Yeah.
Quinn missing down low. And they count 2 balls, no strikes. Good block by Easton, but it's 3 balls, no strikes. And a bases loaded walk for Quinn, and an RBI for Burgos. And it's 8-0, and that will do it for Quinn. Book is closed after 8 runs. We'll take a break and be back after this here on the Lark Network.
Again he said, "What shall we say the kingdom of God is like? Or what parable shall we use to describe it? It is like a mustard seed, which is the smallest of all seeds on earth. Yet, when planted, it grows and becomes the largest of all garden plants, with such big branches that the birds can perch in its shade."
This is me for 30 seconds.
And welcome back here to Oswald Field as we are into the top of the third. 6 runs have come across. Bases loaded, and Josh Wilson coming in to pitch for the Larks. And I think this might be Josh's first appearance on the season for the Larks.
Really?
Yeah.
It's a big game to kind of come into.
In a situation where the bases are loaded.
Yeah.
However, all of these runs, if they score, will still be charged to Quinn. That's how baseball works.
That would suck.
And Josh deals. And the first pitch misses away, 1 ball. Josh, I believe, is from New Zealand.
New Zealand Aussie. And an Aussie out there.
And the count 1 ball, no strikes here to Sean Klein, who doubled his last at bat on a pitch that went about. That is back up the middle at Robert, who steps on the bag in a nice bit of footwork. So Sean comes in and gets a quick out, exactly what the Larks needed. But damage done. 6 runs come across here in the third. We'll go bottom 3. Larks trailing 8-0 back after this here on the Lark Network.
It's crazy to see how far I've been able to come in just a little under 2 years. Years 3 and 4. We're going to have some upper level aviation classes that are going to be really interesting. We're going to be able to instruct for the college, which will be awesome. We'll get to help along some of the younger students.
It's just exciting to kind of reach that process where you've put so much work into it and you have all these people rallying beside you, as well as instructors, as well as friends and family. And so when you accomplish that, it's an indication of kind of how much you've learned and kind of where you're headed. Right now is a really good time to get into the industry, and so I'm excited to kind of see how much it'll grow and what can come from that.
Del Fipio. And welcome back. Here is Chase Del Fipio coming into pitch here for.
I heard that song.
So we've got a substitution in center field. It looks like someone came in there
For McNaught.
No, I think for McNaught. I'm trying to see who it is. He gave a signal.
I think it was 2. Was it not number 2?
No, Colin Armstrong, number 1, came into left. That's where it was.
Oh, okay.
So Armstrong's out there in left.
Is there still someone in center field?
Yeah, McNaughton's still in center field.
Still in center field?
Yeah, I think so.
That's good.
What's that?
That's good.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
We've got we're.
Pitching change too.
So actually, no. Bartoski is in center. McNaught came out. I think Armstrong came in for Bartoski. For McNaught. McNaught as Coy takes the pitch. So what we have is Armstrong is in left, but he came in for McNaughton. And Bartoski moved over because Bailey went over to left. And the count quickly, 2 balls, no strikes. There it is. Number 1 came in right there.
Right here?
Fouled off.
Left field?
Yeah.
And then, he's there.
Yeah.
And then Bailey is now
in right field.
Okay.
And Bartoski's in center. Count 2 balls, 1 strike here to Coy. That one misses high and away from Del Fipio.
McNaught is in left field.
Got a text saying, "Let's go, Josh," watching from New Zealand. Oh my goodness. We have a life question.
Let's hear it.
Coming up as the count 3 balls, 2 strikes. We'll get to it after this payoff pitch from Del Fipio. That one high and tight, and Coy draws the walk, and he is aboard. So here's the first life question for Jacob. What is your advice for the healthiest food choices in the cafeteria and on game day for the guys' peak performance? What can they do?
1 second. Who's in right field?
Right field is Bailey. Bailey went to right.
So who's out? Who am I missing? What?
McNaught came out.
Oh, okay. There you go.
And Armstrong went in for him.
Okay, but Armstrong's... Okay, Armstrong.
There you go.
And then
everything else is right, and we just change the position.
This one's going to be Bailey then.
Yeah, he's still there. Yeah, there you go.
And he was in right?
He's in right field.
Okay, yes. There we go. All right. Healthiest food choices.
The count quickly, 1-1 here to Sean as we're getting this computer set up.
Yeah.
Okay. Now you're good. Way to be on it, Jacob.
Healthiest food choices.
Sean chops one, and a nice glove save by Klein. Throw over in time.
Great
nice play for Klein over there at third to make a glove behind the bag and one away as Coy moves up to the second base as Peyton digs in. Yeah, so there's your question. That's from Australia. Healthiest food choices from the cafeteria, and what should the boys eat on game day for peak performance?
Well, I've read that if you drink beet juice 2.5 hours before a game, all the nitrates in that juice will help you perform pretty well.
Okay.
But we don't have beet juice.
Downstairs to Peyton.
I would say a light meal, but with like a sandwich so you get your carbs.
Okay.
So usually what I would do is I'd make myself a salad with a lot of proteins in it.
Mm-hmm.
And then make like a sandwich of turkey with cheese, even peanut butter jelly. I love peanut butter jellies.
Okay.
Something simple.
Something simple, something light, but get some carbs and some protein for your load. I see.
Performance. No fats. Those
Foul
will slow you
back
down.
and out of play in our count. 1 ball, 1 strike.
I would go to Subway a lot before games. Get myself a foot long and a cookie.
And a cookie.
Can't forget the Subway cookie.
Treat yourself a little bit.
So good.
Okay. The 1-1 on the way, and that one at the knees for a strike. And count 1 ball and 2 strikes here to Peyton. Peyton was hit by a pitch in his first at-bat, so he does not have an official at-bat in this game yet. And the count 1 ball and 2 strikes. Curve stayed upstairs from Del Fipio, and the count even up at 2-2.
It's a tall boy. Why don't he play basketball?
Lexi was amazed. They have a lot of tall pitchers.
Yeah, they do. Oh, my.
That is on the ground at Klein, who bobbles but comes up with it, makes the play anyway. Klein flashing the leather over there at third, and there are 2 outs. Natty Solomon lined out in his last at-bat. There's any college coaches out there who need a guard who can shoot a little but can't play a lick of defense. Jacob's your man right here, and he said so earlier. Curveball stays outside. And notice he didn't even refute that.
I don't think many coaches want that one.
He didn't even refute that.
No, did have a school call me. Coach had a strong Southern accent.
Okay. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Very, very, I don't know the word, but it was cool.
And count misses outside to Natty. Natty's 0 for 1 as he lined out a sharply hit ball, but right at Bailey when he was out there and left. Now,
I'll tell you why I quit baseball. I'll tell you that story.
There's a line drive, and that will drop in for a base hit, and the Larks have a run as Natty does a little bit of work, singles in a run, and he'll get an RBI for his trouble.
So, pitch was inside.
Uh-huh.
Hit just like the, I don't know, inner part of the bat. Came up, hit me straight in the nose, started bleeding. So bad, and I was like, yep, it's time to hang it up. I'm getting too old for it.
Tate Winfield digs in.
It's getting chilly.
Feels good. Oh. And that one comes inside.
Not hit him?
I thought it hit Tate.
Whoa,
I thought it clipped his jersey, but I thought it didn't. Natty goes up. That hit Tate, and Tate'll stay in to hit, I guess.
It's that toughness, Tate. My neighbor.
And that misses low and away, and our count 1 ball, 2 strikes. And what mod are you guys in?
We're in 2A2.
Okay.
Best mod out there. It is.
Tate chops one foul, and he fouled that off of his foot.
Right in the patella tendon.
And they count 2 balls and a strike. He'll walk that off. You know, Jacob, a long time ago, when I was here at Heston College,
there was
on
no
a very
colored pictures.
Oh, okay, all right, we'll play.
Back when you were in high school.
Right. Actually, we started a A-side versus B-side water fight.
That sounds like a great idea.
On a hot day.
I'm probably going to do it without even telling them.
We actually the A-side guys got together and we talked about it and said, let's just start this. It was a warm day. A swing and a miss by Tate, and the count 2 balls, 1 strike. And it actually will relate to baseball, the rest of this story, as Del Fipio working in. He deals. Strike 3 called, outer corner. Tate Winfield goes down looking. Larks get a run. We've played 3. Larks trail 8-1. But to finish the rest of my story, as our water fight progressed, a water balloon was heaved into the open door of 2B2. A baseball player by the name of Zach King came out livid that someone threw a water balloon in and hit his bat bag. He said, "Who did this? Who did this?" And one of the A-side guys walked under the balcony and said, "Hey, I did it." And I saw it coming. They had a 32-gallon trash can full of water, and they dumped it onto poor Michael, who just sat there looking like a drowned rat. And Michael
Smalley?
No.
I would have made fun of him.
He turned around and walked off to the mod, went to the mod, and we never saw him for the rest of the day. He had been defeated. Hey, we've played 3. Larks trail 8-1. We're back after this here on the Lark Network.
I've definitely grown as a person to be more confident, and working with my professors, they really want to have a good relationship with you.
I think what makes a good student is someone who is curious, someone who is genuine, really commits to wanting to learn things that will help them in their life and connect the dots between faith and learning. I think those are qualities that make a student that's exciting to work with for me as a professor, and really gives life into what I enjoy doing.
If someone's going to have a relationship with you and then be mentored or discipled by you, they need to feel like they belong and they fit, and that you value them as a person.
This year I'm more prepared to help other freshmen and to bring them under my wing. And just helping around campus, learning about the new activities and being able to share that with so many other people.
And welcome back here to Oswald Field on the campus of Hesston College. We're going to the top of the 4th. Larks trailing 8-1 as Josh Wilson coming into work in his 2nd straight inning. He pitched the last out of the 3rd. And Josh will deal. Fly ball popped back and out of play. And our count 0-1.
We should get I don't know what they call it, speedometers? That's not what they're called.
Radar gun?
Radar gun. Up here.
We had one time. They took it away from us.
Why?
We radared everything. People walking, leaves, pets, anything we could radar. We tried to radar. Yeah, we radared everything.
That's funny.
That's a hard hit ground ball through the hole, left side end bar. Blackshaw has himself a single here in the 4th. We were trying to radar people talking. It was, and former baseball coach Kyle Howell said, "No more radar gun with you two." So, oh, come on, we're having fun.
Just trying to have fun up here.
Oh yeah, bird flying over. How fast is that bird flying? Yeah, like I said, we tried to radar everything. One aboard here, leadoff batter on for Hayden Priest. And that misses. Inside from Josh, 1 ball.
I'm going to need more life questions.
Got another text saying,
Dr. Phil today.
Go Josh, watching from New Zealand. So that's 2 international text messages I've had today.
New Zealand sounds pretty cool.
That one down. That skips away from Easton. And Blackshaw moves up on the wild pitch. And our count 2 balls, no strikes. Was a gorgeous day for baseball. Still is a gorgeous day for baseball. Josh missing high on our count, 3 balls, no strikes. Easton and Hayden.
Gonna go calm him down?
Yeah, thank you. I was gonna get there.
Yeah.
Eventually, I was wandering into the sentence, not sure where I needed to go. Found my way through there.
They have a nice charter bus out there.
They do. Time to pull the sunglasses off. The sun's sinking just low enough. Don't need those anymore.
Yeah, I'm about to take mine.
You just put yours on.
I had to look cool for the cameras.
They can't even see us. Another count, 3 balls and no strikes for Josh as he's working from the stretch. Runner at second.
I do have a reputation.
That pitch misses outside. A good hang by Easton behind the dish to keep Blackshaw from running. Sam Shanks 0 for 1, struck out in his last at bat, but also laid a sacrifice bunt down. Got a text or got a message saying, "Go Josh, New Zealand and Australia cheering for you. Go get them."
Give me a home. I love that song.
Good luck from Easton Barrier's parents in sunny Arizona.
He's from Arizona?
No, his parents are in
Circle.
Arizona.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. That's right.
They believe they are down watching spring training.
Oh.
I'm going to count 1 ball, no strikes
I
here
used
to
to
Shank.
I used to go to that. That was fun. Yeah, though? That's cool. Anyways, back to us.
Lorena's saying she's running the scoreboard. Used to watch the Cubs. That would be fun. And a balk called on Josh.
What?
And I think, I'm not sure what he did, but a balk was called. And so. And. So they both move up. Both of those guys move up, and it's a.
So just put a plus?
No, yeah, I don't know what they need to move up. There should be a call for that. Where's your list of options? It is a. Where is it?
Could be up here too. Oh,
Balk,
BK.
yeah. Yes.
Okay.
The 2-0 misses outside, and I count 3 balls, no strikes. I didn't see, or excuse me, 2 balls, 1 strike. Thank you.
3 balls?
2 balls, 1 strike. Umpire just signaled 2 balls, 1 strike.
2 balls, 1 strike. 2 balls, total.
That one misses out. Now our count is 3 balls and 1 strike. Shank well ahead. I'd like to see what
Me
Josh
in the batter
did.
box? Yeah, I would too.
You in the batter box? Yeah,
Oh.
I'd like to see you go jelly-legging with a curve. First big curve that
I
at
would sit
50
on
miles
it.
an hour, you would so be bailing out of there.
Hey, I did have a nasty meatball, I called it when I played pitcher. I'm telling you.
That misses outside, and Shank aboard. Back-to-back walks here by Josh, and the
What?
sacks are loaded.
A meatball? Oh, I called it a meatball because I threw it really slow. And people were like, it was crazy.
Josh talking to Tim Cole. So he'll have a quick word with him. Justin warming up out there in the bullpen. Eight to 1 our score, but the base is loaded with Mavericks. A stampede of Mavericks on the base paths.
So, Rusty, what's the average wait time for a pitcher after a game? Like rest period?
It depends.
Depends how many pitches they throw?
Yeah, possibly, depending on what the coach's philosophy is. Probably get at least a day of rest. Except, I think Woody pitched on Saturday, rested yet Sunday, rested Monday, and back at it. You're trying to get back at it. Ian pitched on Saturday, came in a pitch, so... Josh misses away. In Kansas, they've instituted a pitch count and a mandatory rest period for high school baseball.
Mm-hmm. What's that?
0 to 15 pitches, you don't have to rest. You can pitch the next day. 16 to 30, it's a day. 31 to 45, you have to rest 2. There's a strike at the knees. 46 to 60, minimum of 3. 60 to 75, a minimum of 4. And 75, plus you have to rest 5. You cannot pitch for 5 days.
No, that
And the 1-1 missing downstairs, and the penalties are incredibly severe. If you go across that pitch count, you are suspended for the player and the coach are suspended for the rest of the year if you don't have the mandatory rest.
Now, what's the logic behind that? Taking injuries away, I guess?
Couple years ago in state baseball, I think it was 6A, a pitcher threw something like 150 pitches in
Jeez, that's a lot.
a game, in an extra inning game, a long game, and came and pitched the next, and it started a snowball effect. I'm not entirely sure that there should be a pitch count limitation because the 3-1 coming up as it misses inside, ball 4, and Bailey draws the walk. And here's why, Jacob. That's 3 straight walks here. That will close the book on Josh.
Yeah.
And here's why. Pitch counts can be arbitrary, but no one takes in fact the warm-up pitches. Why aren't the warm-up pitches factored into that?
That's a good point.
What is the pitch count in terms of that? Is it pitches during a game? Is it pitches with warm-up? And I think part of it is the overuse injury. Well, with baseball going all year round, arms don't take a break. I think you need to use a rake. I am a huge proponent of people playing as many sports as they can. Sure, you want to play a little bit basketball in the summer, play a tournament, play baseball, play something else. Just give your body a little bit of rest.
Right.
We will be back as
Rest is important.
Justin coming on to warm up. We'll take a quick break. Be back after this here on the Lark Network.
It's crazy to see how far I've been able to come in just a little under 2 years. Years 3 and 4. We're going to have some upper level aviation classes that are going to be really interesting. We're going to be able to instruct for the college, which will be awesome. We'll get to help along some of the younger students.
It's just exciting to kind of reach that process where you've put so much work into it and you have all these people rallying beside you, as well as instructors, as well as friends and family. And so when you accomplish that, it's an indication of kind of how much you've learned and kind of where you're headed. Right now is a really good time to get into the industry, and so I'm excited to kind of see how much it'll grow and what can come from that.
What is that?
10 after 5. And welcome back in as Justin Ernell coming in to pitch here for the Larks. Bases loaded. 9-1 is our score.
Cali vibes, right? Cali vibes.
Whatever, man.
I'm from California. Don't get it twisted.
9-1 is our score. Larks trailing by 8. Bases are loaded, none out as Justin Ernell coming in to pitch. And like we talked earlier, these 3 runners still belong to Josh.
It's going to be bad for Josh.
Garrett Crone singled, breaking his 0 for drought in his last at-bat.
See, I want to know who's going to recruit on this team. That's what interests me all the time. Just playing teams.
That one misses downstairs.
Like in basketball, I always wondered, is this guy guarding me?
Well, like when you guys played Sunrise.
All Division I.
You want to know who these guys are, where they're going.
Oh, my goodness.
And the 1-0 coming up.
I had a 6'6" buff. Yeah, you were watching.
Oh, well, yeah, I was running the book for that. And that comes inside and hits Crone. And Crone wears it. He is aboard, gets the ribby. As he looked like he almost moved into that.
Yeah, I thought he did.
But another run across here for Takwa.
Someone else getting warmed up in the bullpen?
Looks that way.
Who's that, 27? Is that Dane?
Oh.
Who?
Moody's getting warmed up. Bartoski digging in with Armstrong on deck.
Little sidearm action. That's where it is.
And the pitch misses inside to Bartoski. Swing and a miss. And our count even at a ball and a strike.
So I know you like sports.
I do.
What's your favorite sport to watch?
Basketball.
Me too. Actually, football is pretty close up there.
I mean, I do enjoy all sports, and that's a line drive that is up the middle for Bartoski. Run comes in, a second one on the heels on the single. 2 in on the single. And 2 more runs up, and it's 12-1. Oh, I see what they did. Okay, so we're off. McKnight's still in. McNaughton is still in.
Okay.
But I think he moved into...
Okay, so...
Well, now I'm confused.
So who took his spot in here?
Well, Bartoski,
is 9 for me, 9-hole for me.
yeah, that's a fly ball right side. Well, on deck is
Number
Armstrong.
1. Okay, let me change this. Okay.
So McNaught.
I can just change it as we go.
Okay.
That'll be fine.
Justin misses inside, or outside rather. I count 1 ball, 1 strike.
So why do you like basketball so much? Just fast pace?
Yeah,
Get it going more?
Yeah, I've always enjoyed basketball. Growing up watching KU on Saturday afternoons, and
Oh, that's fouled off. Yeah.
that's a little chopper at Coy. Coy makes the play, steps on the bag, and there is 1 out here in the inning.
You do fantasy football?
I did.
You do it now? Or?
Oh yeah, I still did.
Yeah.
In fact, we used to do fantasy football before fantasy football was so important. It was so,
Popular?
yeah. Now wait a second. Now we're seeing. Okay.
Got number 1 up. So
Okay.
I got Armstrong up.
Yeah, that was a ground out.
And number 3 is it? Or number? No, that's number 9. Okay, we're good.
Okay, so that's where it was. All right, making me all confused here.
It is kind of hard to
It is if they don't
memorize.
when they just give a sign and telling us
Yeah.
who goes in. That one misses downstairs. 1 ball, no strikes. I also like the sports in seasons. We're kind of in the tail end of basketball. It's a lot of fun with
March
NCAA
Madness coming
and
out.
high school
Yeah.
basketball going on. March Madness, and then we'll be right in baseball. And then by the time baseball's in the dog days, it'll be time for football, and we just kind of roll with it as a swing and a miss, and the count 1 ball, 1 strike.
Yeah. Sport I used to like, hockey. You ever?
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to play it. That was fun.
I used to
Grand
play a
time
lot
for me.
of, as that pitch, chopper on the ground. Peyton throws across. Coy makes the play, and there's 2 outs. We actually, Jacob, a
Had a
long
hockey
time
team?
ago, we had played street hockey here at Heston College to the point where Kansas State came and played us. Fort Hays State came and played us
That's cool.
because we had connections. We started playing hockey here in Heston a long time ago as
When did that stop?
years ago, actually. Kind of got away from that.
I feel like
Klein
they
with a
should've
swing
kept
and a miss. And 1 strike. We brought boards in. We had a bunch of steel donated from Bradbury that we had bent into a rink with plywood as backstops. So
it. Innovative. You guys we should make a football team here, huh?
that was on the ground at Robert. Robert settles on it, makes the toss over, but damage done here in the 4th. 9 Mavericks come to the dish, and 4 runs across. 12-1 our score. We'll be back after this here on the Lark Network.
Okay, so how do I do this one?
I have no idea.
I didn't even get to check it.
I've definitely grown as a person to be more confident, and working with my professors, they really want to have a good relationship with you.
I think what makes a good student is someone who is curious, someone who is genuine, really commits to wanting to learn things that will help them in their life and connect the dots between faith and learning. I think those are qualities that make a student that's exciting to work with for me as a professor and really gives life into what I enjoy doing.
If someone's going to have a relationship with you and then be mentored or discipled by you, they need to feel like they belong and they fit and that you value them as a person.
This year I'm more prepared to help other freshmen and to bring them under my wing, and just helping around campus, learning about the new activities and being able to share that with so many other people.
I played defender in hockey.
And
That was
welcome
fun.
back here to Oswald Field as we are heading into the top of the bottom of the fourth, rather.
My dad's in one of those commercials.
Is he?
Yeah. Mike Baker action.
Okay. Caden Bartlett coming to bat here. Larks trailing 12-1 in the fourth. And Caden takes the pitch downstairs for a strike. There's a strike at the knees, and our count quickly 0-2.
Should be 1-1.
No, it's 0-2. There's a chopper up the middle, slow roller. McNaught diving stop, throw over. Nice play by McNaught, who had moved to shortstop. Diving snag, or excuse me, that is Shank who moved to shortstop, makes the play. McNaught's at second.
Second, okay.
One out here in the bottom of the fourth.
Did he look at us?
No,
Easton Barrier.
Easton pops one out of play on the right side. So, Jacob, were you out here on Saturday?
I was out here on Saturday.
Did you see the light get broken?
Did not see that. Actually, was that in the first game?
That was in the first game.
Yeah, I came to the second game.
That one popped back. That was
Who was that?
over the, I don't even remember, but we had 5 balls that were fouled off into the top of the lights, and one broke. I've never seen anything like that.
Do they play night games here?
Yeah.
I swear I haven't seen one.
We've been very early so far this season. The count 0-2 here to Easton.
Yeah.
That one misses downstairs, and our count 1 ball and 2 strikes. And the 1-1 missing away, and our count 2 balls, 1 strike. Bottom 4, 1 out. We're in the bottom of the fourth, 1 out, and we're off on the scoreboard. That's still in the top, I believe. That one comes inside. Okay.
Thought that hit him too.
And the count,
Should be 3-2. Full count.
is it 3-2 or 2-2?
Full count, I'm pretty sure. And then 4 runs, 0
Okay.
runs here.
Little fly ball right side and a running catch by Bailey out there. 2 outs here in the bottom fourth. Halen David coming to bat. Halen drew a walk his first at bat. It is starting to get a little chillier up here.
Gotta get some better subs.
Halen 0-for-0 drew a walk. That one misses downstairs. 1 ball. Finally get to catch my breath tomorrow. It's been a busy 5 days. This is game number 10 in 5 days. That one fouled back and out of play. And our count 1 ball, 1 strike.
Then you're back on Thursday.
Thursday for softball, Bethel in the house. But a day of rest is always kind of good.
Of course.
I think I have a steak that needs to be grilled. Sounds like a good plan tomorrow. The 1-1 on the way. And that stays upstairs in our count. 2 balls, 1 strike.
That's something I gotta learn.
How to grill?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Never learned it.
You should.
I should this summer.
Count 2 balls, 1 strike.
Not a man, I get it, Lo. I don't know. She's talking to us, I don't know why.
That one fouled back, and they count 2 balls and 2 strikes. Deuce is wild across the top of the scoreboard. Yeah, maybe a flat iron steak. And
You like it rare, medium rare?
medium.
Yes.
Medium.
Same.
A grilled baked potato as well. That sounds like a winner chicken dinner tomorrow as the 2-2
That's a
misses
great
outside.
meal.
And our count 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Put some A1 sauce on it? Or
No.
Ketchup?
No.
Just regular?
No. It depends on if I marinate it or not, or if I do some mushrooms, or if I do just a straight salt and pepper. No, I don't need a sauce for my steak. A marinade now and then? Sure.
Here comes Chardom.
So Chardom coming in to hit for Robert.
Wonder why.
I think Robert maybe banged up just a little bit. I don't know. He had a lot of tape on his wrist.
Yeah.
And Chardom coming in. This, I think, might be Chardom's first plate appearance on the season. No, he's 0 for 1. So he's looking to get a hit and give himself a batting average.
Of 500.
Exactly.
Quick math. Pre-med. Rusty.
Right. So Chardom coming in to hit for Robert. Larks trailing 12-1. Runner aboard with 2 away. Well, that pitch inside corner for a strike to Chardom. Well, Jacob, here I was an engineering major at Hesston College.
Really?
Yeah.
Switched right after 2 years?
Found out real quick that math and I weren't quite as good friends as we once thought we were.
All that calculus and...
Yes. And that pitch missing upstairs, or rather, Chardom swinging through the pitch upstairs, and they count 0-2. Changed my major, finished up over at Hutch, and then went on to WSU to get my bachelor's in communication with an emphasis in print journalism. Chardom, 1, 2, 3, down he goes, and the Larks strand a runner. We'll go to the top of the 5th. Larks trail 12-1. Back after this here on the Lark Network.
It's crazy to see how far I've been able to come in just a little under 2 years. Years 3 and 4, we're going to have some upper level aviation classes that are going to be really interesting. We're going to be able to instruct for the college, which will be awesome. We'll get to help along some of the younger students.
It's just exciting to kind of reach that process where you've put so much work into it and you have all these people rallying beside you, as well as instructors, as well as friends and family. And so when you accomplish that, it's an indication of kind of how much you've learned and kind of where you're headed. Right now is a really good time to get into the industry, and so I'm excited to kind of see how much it'll grow and what can come from that.
$33? Yeah, I'm guessing.
Might as well put him down as 33.
Yeah.
Yep.
Everything else is good?
I think so.
Okay.
And welcome back here to Oswald Field on the campus of Hesston College. Top of the 5th. Larks trailing 12-1 here against the 4th-ranked Mavericks of Tonkawa. Larks dropped the first one 6-3. And it's been all Mavericks this game, hanging up a 6th spot in the 3rd and 4 more in the 4th. Justin pitching here in the 5th. Giovanni Blackshaw takes a pitch down low for a ball. The 1-0 coming up.
Oh.
That one comes inside, and our count 2 balls, no strikes.
I would always do that. But you know what I'd forget to do?
Get out of the way.
Drop the bat.
Oh, always have to drop the bat. I told the
Hit the
kids I
bat.
coach, always take the bat with you. The 2-0 coming up.
Fouled out. Yeah.
Swing and a miss as Blackshaw missing on the swing.
Who has the highest ERA on our team of the Larks?
I don't know. That one misses inside.
Who is it? What's foul?
And the count 2 ball, or that was actually a strike. I'm sorry, I missed that call. Count is full, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Rusty, they tried to put me at catcher one time.
Mm-hmm.
I thought I was, tough enough to do it. Right when the ball came, I stood up, and I was scared.
Yeah, that pitch fouled back and out of it. So obviously you learned from an early age that baseball was not your sport.
Not my sport. I never liked it.
The count is full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Justin deals, and that comes too far inside, and Black Shaw, I'll get to the name eventually right. Giovanni Blackshaw aboard. 10 games, things are starting to run together. 10 games in 5 days, things are starting to run together.
Twisting your words.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, I get it. Being me is tough too, you know.
I believe that.
19 years being me. Twisting words.
How did you ever manage?
It's tough out here. In Heston. The streets.
That one comes inside. That got away from Justin, and Priest wears it. He's been hit twice today. And 2 on, none out. And Tim heading out to talk things over.
Wow. Would this be the record change of how many pitchers they've changed?
No.
You've seen a lot more?
I've seen more before. And that'll close the book on Justin. Brandon Moody coming in to pitch. We'll take a break. We'll be back after this here on the Lark Network.
Moody.
I think one of the benefits of Heston College Aviation, from my experience, is that Heston College, in its combination of academics and flight training, while we train quality pilots, our goal still remains the same, and that is to encourage people to be of great integrity.
Then working with Mike is kind of inspiring to me. I want to be able to have the depth of knowledge that he has and be able to pass that on to my students.
So I actually born to want to become a pilot, especially America is one of a place that general aviation is pretty popular and in common. In my country, it doesn't really have that much a flying school or flying college yet, and I wanted to start it as early as possible. So I came to Heston.
It's just exciting to kind of reach that process where you've put so much work into it and you have all these people rallying beside you, as well as instructors, as well as friends and family. And so when you accomplish that, it's an indication of kind of how much you've learned and kind of where you're headed. Right now is a really good time to get into the industry, and so I'm excited to kind of see how much it'll grow and what can come from that.
In addition to it being a regulatory basis, and there's additional benefits from a regulatory standpoint, it allows Heston College to allow its students and enable its students to pursue additional academic and flight training opportunities that go well beyond what they may be able to pursue during the 2-year degree program.
The faculty and staff are really friendly in the aviation department as well as outside.
We're looking for motivated students. We're looking for students that have good time management skills and who just have a passion for aviation.
And welcome back here to Oswald Field on the campus of Heston College as Brandon Moody coming in to pitch here for the Larks. And Brandon working with 2 on. And he misses.
You can take this back away.
Downstairs, 1 ball. Sam Shank in, and he takes a pitch upstairs. And they count 2 balls, no strikes.
So who else is in it, in the pool?
All kinds of people.
From here?
Hell yeah. 1 ball, 1 strike. That one's fouled back into the Campus Activity Center, and our count moves 2 balls, no strikes, I believe, actually.
2 balls.
I think 2 balls, 1 no strikes.
Come on, Lo.
We'll catch our
balls,
breath,
1 strike.
and then we'll be back in action. And if Lorraine is going to announce, I'll actually write you a script on Thursday.
Thank you.
That pitch missing.
Announce what? The lineups?
Lineup. And I count 3 balls, 1 strike.
He did yesterday at softball. I laughed. I started laughing. It was funny.
She's like, I didn't see you jumping up to take the microphone, Baker.
I should have.
Backing out of play.
Yeah, it's
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
Gentlemen's? Gentlemen.
Gentlemen's and ladies.
Oh, stop. You count as 3 balls and 2 strikes here,
Everyone go crazy.
Brandon Moody, strike 3 called. A nice pitch from Brandon, and Shank goes down looking.
Yeah, definitely don't have the professionalism for this job. Not going to lie.
That surprises you? 1 out here with the runners on first and second.
It's who I am, Rusty.
I understand. I got that from when I got to take apart your resume or your cover letter.
You liked it, huh?
It wasn't bad.
You know what I did? I can tell you now.
The 0-1 coming up. Or this is Bryant Bailey stepping in, and Bailey takes a pitch for a strike.
Will I get in trouble for it?
Probably.
Okay, yeah, we're just gonna. I did it all by myself. Yep.
The 0-1 coming up.
Just cut the broadcast. Cut it. Edit it.
That one missing downstairs. Or no, that's at the knees for a strike. Excuse me, jumping the gun.
My brother Joe. Joe would love to do this.
I think our count is 0-2.
Yep, 0-2, low. Pay attention, low. Just leave it. He'll probably
That's a pop-up straight up. Infield flying in effect if the ball is fair. Chardon doesn't even have to catch that, but he will. And Bailey out on the infield fly, 2 away. This brings up Garrett Crone.
Have I ever hit a home run?
No, he bailed out catching the ball. He didn't hit a home run.
Probably not. I'm not going to lie to you.
Garrett Crone tips one back into the glove for a strike.
That'd be foul or strike?
Foul. It's strike. It's strike.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I'm swinging a strike, though.
Yeah. The 0-1 coming up here for Brandon Moody. And Moody misses away. And the count evens up at a ball and a strike.
You know, one thing I regret, Rusty.
What's that?
Playing football too late, you know? I feel like I have the body for football. More so than I have the body for basketball.
That misses downstairs in our count. 2 balls, 1 strike.
They had me at wide receiver, Rusty. I was killing it.
That one misses high. And I count 3 balls, 1 strike. Actually, I can see that. You can jump kind of, so that helps.
Oh. My vert's pretty good for a white guy.
Oh, come on. You're not Reese Nebel good. And Reese Nebel is a good wide receiver.
Hey, give me Reese's height and Reese's length.
That's a line drive in the corner. Base knock for Crone. A run coming in. And Crone will have himself a single and an RBI. As Priest holds up at second, and Blackshaw comes all the way around.
Run rule.
The run rule in the 5th here, as it's 10 after 5, and Lark's trailing by a dozen. And Bartosky coming in to hit.
Is that Russian?
I don't know. Holden Bartosky, and he'll take a pitch on the inside for a ball. Actually, I could see you being a wide receiver, Jacob.
I had the releases down. Not gonna lie.
Especially on the slot. In the slot,
I
wide
was
receiver.
not slot. One of my best friends was the slot.
I went foul back to the fence, and the count evens up at a ball and a strike.
He almost got the state record for receptions, touchdowns, and receiving yards in the same year.
Okay.
Yeah, he was really good. Ended up quitting. Just went to K-State.
Okay.
Be a frat guy. You can kind of see it in me.
1 ball, 1 strike coming up. That one inside, and Brandon misses, and Bartosky wears it, and the bases are loaded. That one just came a little bit too far inside. McNaught coming to bat.
Did you play football?
I did. My freshman year of high school.
Did you like it?
It wasn't bad. I should have stuck with it. I didn't.
I feel like I wasn't I had to be more violent. You definitely have to be violent in that.
But I was only 5'7" as a freshman, so I was tiny.
Yeah. We had one of our freshmen get like 3 concussions.
That I didn't do.
Because he was just, I don't know.
The only concussion I ever received was an ill-advised merry-go-round ride.
How'd you do that?
Fell off.
How do you fall off a merry-go-round?
That one gets through Easton. A run trots home on the wild pitch. And our 14-1 is our score in the 5th. One ball, no strikes. The count to McNaughton. McNaughton takes a pitch upstairs, and the count 2 balls, no strikes. There's a good pitch, snapping down for a strike from Moody.
I wonder how many pitchers we have. Do you know that number?
Not offhand.
How many? Half
That
the
one
team?
popped out of play and foul on our count 3 balls and 2 strikes.
That's me and Lorena. Let's see. Oh yeah, yeah, that's a lot. I see at least 15.
And the 2 balls and 2 strikes coming up. The Deuce's wild pitch on the ground through the hole, base knock, and 2 runs are going to come in. Oh, throw play, potential play at the plate. Easton will cut it off. And McNaught has a single and 2 ribbies for his trouble. 2 more crossing.
Wouldn't it be a double? Oh, just a single?
It's a single, and he takes second on the throw.
Oh, okay.
16-1 the score, Larks trailing.
Not just advance them?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. What happened here?
I don't know. I don't know this program.
Okay, here we go. We're back.
That's tap foul for Armstrong. That one misses downstairs. I count 1 ball, 1 strike.
Should put me on the mound.
You gonna bring in your 58-mile-an-hour fastball?
Not even. Probably like a 40. Jeez.
The 1-1 coming up. That's a little looper out there, and that will dump in for a base hit. Gets through Halen and rolls out there. A run comes around. And a throw back in, and Burgos has a single. He'll take second on the error. And he'll have an RBI.
I love Esme's enthusiasm. Every game.
This is Sean Klein. Moody deals, missing downstairs. Last night, Tim Cole stopped by for softball, Jacob, and we were chatting things up during the game.
Yeah.
He said one of the favorite things he likes to do is he put Chelsea Smith pitching against these guys, and Chelsea made them look silly.
Really?
As she just blew them away.
No, Chelsea blew me away.
Now they can't 1 ball and 1 strike.
She's really good. So is Amy.
Chelsea's second in the country in strikeouts behind Brianna.
There was a team, a coach there.
Yeah, I know that.
I didn't know.
The 1-1 coming up. And that one misses outside. And the count 2 balls, 1 strike. No, Chelsea's second in the country in strikeouts, just behind Brianna Hardy from Phoenix College. And Hardy pitches almost every game down there for Phoenix and gets a lot of work in relief. That one popped back and out of play.
Yeah.
It's actually even a little bit easier to throw with the motion.
Yeah, I feel like it's less stress on your elbows.
It's absolutely
more
less stress on your elbow.
Probably rotator cuff. Maybe.
And the count 2 balls and 2 strikes for Moody. Larks trailing 17-1 here And that one down in the dirt, and our count is full, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
It's probably like a 3-hour trip for them. 3.5 maybe.
I think it might be closer to 2, as that's a fly ball hit a ton out there over Halen. And another run comes in. And a triple by Sean Klein.
Another ribby.
Another RBI.
That's funny.
They are destroying my poor scorebook here. I have to keep looping over innings, and this is Giovanni Blackshaw, who started this inning off with a walk. So he is the 10th Maverick to come to the plate in this inning. There's a strike at the knees.
Well, at least now we're seeing why they're number 2 or number 4.
Number 4.
Or number 4 in the nation. Got some power hitters.
That one too far in. And our count 1 ball, 1 strike. That one misses away. Or no, it does count the black. Fly ball out to right center, long fly ball. And Halen makes the catch. But 6 more runs across. Larks trailing 18-1. We will be back with the bottom of the 5th here on the Lark Network.
It's crazy to see how far I've been able to come in just a little under 2 years. Years 3 and 4. We're going to have some upper level aviation classes that are going to be really interesting. We're going to be able to instruct for the college, which will be awesome. We'll get to help along some of the younger students.
It's just exciting to kind of reach that process where you've put so much work into it and you have all these people rallying beside you, as well as instructors, as well as friends and family. And so when you accomplish that, it's an indication of kind of how much you've learned and kind of where you're headed. Right now is a really good time to get into the industry, and so I'm excited to kind of see how much it'll grow and what can come from that.
No, is that I never get to use its answers.
Students are going to spread their flight training out over a little bit longer period of time, and they're going to have the opportunity to be intern instructors and teach for us and teach their colleagues in the 4-year bachelor's degree program.
We're looking for motivated students. We're looking for students that have good time management skills and who just have a passion for aviation.
Ads. And welcome back here to Oswald Field on the campus of Eston College. We're in the bottom of the 5th. Larks trailing 18-1, as it looks like a new pitcher in here for.
Good call. Good call. And there's Jackie Robinson.
Jackson Robinson coming in to pitch.
Number 8.
Yeah.
Yep.
For the MOC Tonkawa. Got a text at the break.
Come on.
And here comes Coy Kuhn and then Sean Maple. Actually, it looks like we've got some substitutions coming up to bat here for the Larks.
Who's up to bat instead of Sean?
Well, no, Coy's up.
Yeah, but 16.
Aiden Bettger on deck.
Okay.
And a big curve from the lefty. Robinson misses outside.
My Chem 2 partner.
Good to hear from Jasmine Pankratz texting me, wanting to know what's going on. That one's at the knees and low for a ball. Miss Jasmine on the broadcast. She's up at KU.
I know who that is. Yeah. She followed me on Twitter.
That one misses away on our count. 3 balls, no strikes.
What up, Jasmine?
Jacob's up here running the stats computer.
She goes to KU. Love KU. Not going to lie.
The 3-0. And that misses away. And a walk drawn.
Yeah, Jasmine knows Aliyah Funshell. Love that girl. She's cool.
And this will bring Aiden Beckner to the plate as Coy aboard. Lark's thin on pitching today.
This is your music.
I know. This is the way to go. A little Guns N' Roses.
You ever watch Step Brothers?
Yeah, it's been a while. I haven't seen it in a while.
It's a good movie.
So Aiden Becker coming in for Sean Maple. Chart him on deck. No, that's not chart him on deck.
Trevor,
That
I
is. Where is his? He's not wearing the right number right now. D'Angelo Young on deck, I do believe. Yep. D'Angelo's on deck.
That's definitely Trevor.
Or what's that? Or who's on?
That's
Or Trevor? Or Trevor's
yeah,
on deck.
Trevor's
Okay.
on deck.
He's
not wearing the same.
No, they're not wearing they're not. They're wearing their alternate jerseys. So, Aiden coming to bat.
Trevor Crumedy.
Crumedy on deck. And there's a pitch at the knees for a strike to Aiden. Larks played a 4-game series this weekend and used a lot of pitchers in games 3 and 4. And that 11-3 loss and the 13-8 loss. And the count even at a ball and a strike.
1-1.
So the Larks getting thin on pitching today as Aiden swings and misses. And our count 1-2.
Come on, Ozzy, come on.
Runner goes and a swing and a miss. And the punch out recorded. Coy has a stolen base. And that brings up Trevor to bat. Trevor has been in 3 games. He's appeared in the plate once, has 1 hit. In his 1 at bat, he's batting 1,000 on the season.
Did Aiden strike out?
Yeah.
Didn't see that one.
And Trevor takes a strike.
Trevor, what number is he?
At the knees.
23?
Yeah.
We'll put him as 23.
The 1-0 coming up. And Robinson wants to go through his signs again. And the 1-0 delivery on the ground and hits the bag, but golfed up, and Trevor has himself another single. And I think we're going to give that single to Trevor, and he'll keep his average at 1,000. That was a ball hammered into the ground, and it looks like Shuey coming to bat now. So Shuey comes in to hit. Shuey Imazumi for the Larks. He's known all around on the baseball team as Steve. Shuey coming to bat. And that's a hard hit ball at the shortstop. Quick roll, chance for 2 in time, and that will do it. 6-4-3 will end the game. Larks falling 18-1 here in this contest. Jacob, thanks for stopping up here.
Of course, anytime.
Larks will be back in action after a couple road trips. They'll be on the road for a few games. We'll be in action Thursday right here on the Lark Network as the Larks softballers take on Bethel. For Jacob Baker, I'm Rusty Witcher saying thank you and good night.